In the vast expanse between Europe and Asia, a modern trade route is quietly reshaping global logistics. Known as the Middle Corridor, this transport network stretches from China and Central Asia, across the Caspian Sea, through Azerbaijan and the South Caucasus and into Europe. It is more than a series of railways, ports, and highways. It is a testament to vision, engineering, and regional cooperation. But what exactly is the Middle Corridor? Why does it matter today, and how does Azerbaijan play a central role in its operation? To understand, we must first look at geography. The Middle Corridor provides an overland alternative to the traditional northern route through Russia and the southern maritime route through the Suez Canal. It connects landlocked Central Asia with Europe in a way that shortens transit times, increases reliability, and diversifies global trade pathways. Azerbaijan's strategic location on the western edge of the Caspian Sea makes it a vital hub. Baku, the capital, acts as the maritime gateway, linking Central Asia's rail networks with the South Caucasus and Turkey's overland routes to Europe. For decades, trade between these regions relied on slower or more politically complex routes. The Middle Corridor transforms that dynamic, offering a faster, more secure passage. The story of the Middle Corridor is also a story of the Baku-Tbilisi Kars Railway. Completed in 2017, this railway stretches from Azerbaijan through Georgia to eastern Turkey. It enables freight to move seamlessly from the Caspian Sea to the European rail network. Combined with ferry connections across the Caspian and links to Central Asia's rail system, it forms the backbone of the Middle Corridor. Historically, the Caucasus has always been a crossroads of empires, trade, and cultures. Silk Road caravans once carried silk, spices, and metals through these mountains. Soviet-era railways reinforced connectivity, but after the USSR's collapse, regional transport networks became fragmented. The Middle Corridor revitalizes these historic pathways with modern infrastructure, technology, and coordination. Economically, the corridor is transformative. Container trains now travel from China's western provinces, pass through Kazakhstan, cross the Caspian by ferry to Baku, continue on the Baku-Tbilisi Kars Railway, and enter Europe through Turkey. This journey reduces shipping time significantly compared to maritime routes, offering both cost savings and faster delivery for manufacturers and distributors. For Azerbaijan, the corridor is a strategic asset. It strengthens the country's role as a regional logistics hub, complements its energy exports, and diversifies trade connections. Georgia benefits as a transit country, with Tbilisi acting as a key junction for freight movement and port activities. Turkey gains direct access to Central Asian markets, expanding trade opportunities and reinforcing its geopolitical influence. The Middle Corridor is also closely linked to China's Belt and Road Initiative. Investments in rail, port, and logistics infrastructure across Central Asia and the South Caucasus support a broader vision of transcontinental connectivity. While Azerbaijan is not the origin of the initiative, its geographic position and transport assets make it an essential component of the emerging Eurasian trade network. Building the corridor was not without challenges. Engineers had to navigate mountains, rivers, and seismic zones, while planners coordinated across multiple borders with differing technical standards, including track gauges, customs regulations, and port capacities. Ferry terminals on the Caspian Sea required upgrades to handle growing cargo volumes efficiently. Border infrastructure in Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Turkey had to be modernized to ensure smooth transit and reduce delays. The corridor carries more than containers. It represents cooperation and diplomacy in a region often defined by historical tensions. By creating shared economic incentives, countries along the route encourage stability, dialogue, and mutual benefit. While political challenges remain, the Middle Corridor demonstrates that infrastructure can bridge divides and create tangible opportunities for development. Trade volumes have steadily increased since the corridor's establishment. Electronics, textiles, machinery, and agricultural products flow along these routes, supporting industries in multiple countries. Analysts note that as the corridor expands, it could rival traditional maritime routes in both speed and efficiency, offering a more resilient alternative in times of global disruption. Human stories are part of this journey. Workers at ports and railway stations manage thousands of containers, ensuring goods move smoothly across continents. Customs officers navigate complex regulations, engineers maintain tracks across mountains, and logistics companies coordinate shipments across multiple countries and languages. Each element is critical to keeping the middle corridor operational. In addition to freight, the corridor has begun to support passenger travel, allowing people to journey across the South Caucasus and beyond. Travelers can experience diverse landscapes, from Central Asia's steppes to the Caspian lowlands, Georgia's mountain valleys, and Turkey's Anatolian plateaus, all connected by this modern network. The corridor also has environmental implications. By providing faster overland alternatives to maritime shipping, it reduces carbon emissions and fuel use for certain goods. Upgrades to rail infrastructure, including modern signaling and electrification in parts of the network, further improve efficiency and sustainability. Looking forward, the middle corridor has potential for further growth. Plans include increasing freight capacity, expanding port terminals, improving transshipment efficiency, and integrating additional routes from Central Asia. Azerbaijan, in particular, aims to solidify its role as the key Caspian hub, linking energy exports, container shipments, and regional trade. The corridor is not just about logistics, it is about vision. It demonstrates how infrastructure, geography, and cooperation can transform a region. Mountains, seas, and borders become opportunities rather than barriers. Centuries of trade are revitalized with modern technology, offering lessons for policymakers, businesses, and engineers worldwide. For viewers, the Middle Corridor is a reminder of the power of connectivity. Infrastructure projects like this shape economies, influence geopolitics, and create opportunities for millions of people. Yet, they also require ongoing coordination, investment, and careful planning to remain effective and secure. As you consider the Middle Corridor, it is important to explore the broader context. Research how Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Turkey collaborate, examine the corridor's role in Eurasian trade, and understand the engineering and economic challenges behind this ambitious project. Only through comprehensive understanding can we appreciate the full significance of such transformative infrastructure. The Middle Corridor is a story of ambition, cooperation, and modern engineering. It turns geographic challenges into gateways, connecting Asia and Europe in ways that echo centuries of trade while shaping the future of logistics. It reminds us that even in regions with complex histories, shared vision and practical solutions can create pathways for progress, growth, and opportunity. And as always, while this video provides a factual overview, it's important to research further for yourself. Explore multiple sources, examine the history, economics, and technical details, and consider the broader impact of large-scale infrastructure projects like the Middle Corridor, because every route, every railway, and every corridor carries stories beyond what any single narrative can fully capture. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on this corridor?